Hi, I'm Phil, one of the directors at Unique Senior Care. Thank you for expressing interest in joining our team. This video is designed to try and answer quite a number of the questions that I'm sure that you may have at the moment. Some of the questions that we're going to answer in this video include: how long does the recruitment process take? What does our training consist of? What are the compliance questions that we may ask you to complete? What happens in the event that you have an issue with one of our clients? When will you be paid? How do we manage travel?
So it does vary. The recruitment process can take anywhere from kind of a week or two up to kind of 5-6 weeks. It does depend on how proactive you are getting the information to us that we need, such as ID documents, proof of address. We need to get you through the training process. So all of that can take some time. The more proactive that you are, the more quickly that we will be able to get you to start. But we do keep you informed kind of the whole way through the process. You'll get regular updates, phone calls from us checking in. So you'll be well up to date on kind of where you are and in respect to starting. So the pay rate at the moment for domiciliary care is going to be £12.20 per hour during the week, £12.50 per hour at weekends, and we do also pay mileage for between calls. That is then paid monthly, and that is on the 15th of each month.
The amount of calls and hours that you will work per week will very much depend on your declared availability, which will be discussed with our recruitment and your operational colleagues on joining the organisation. To ensure that it's fair to all of your colleagues, we do ask everybody to work alternate weekends. If you do need to change your declared availability, please do give us good notice so that we can reassign those hours to your colleagues.
So each candidate, when they start with us, will have e-learning, which is an online learning that they'll have to do. And then they have 3 days face-to-face at Hatton Rock training. You'll also have to fulfil a care certificate if you haven't got an NVQ above level 2 or have done a care certificate elsewhere previously. And then after your 3-month probation, you are able to do any other training going forward that you'd like to do. Within the 3 days that you come to Hatton Rock, you'll learn about our policies, procedures, our values, personal care, medication, safeguarding, and a little bit about the team that you're going to be working with and CQC. With the training we provide, we do your first induction training, and then we offer you extras of extra dementia training, end of life training. There's, as I said, very qualified senior team that can help you with any day-to-day experiences that they've had. We can also look into adapting the training dependent on what your client's needs are. So if you've got peg feeding or catheter changing, we can support you completely into that, and it depends on how much progression each individual wants to have.
So the reason that you need 4 references is we need to make sure that we are confident in you in looking after people's parents, people's grandparents. They're very important people in somebody's life. The references, we do 2 personal references. So those are just friends you've known for a long time who are able to give us a little bit more information on your character. And then we do also have 2 professional references. Obviously, those are previous employers. And those will tell us kind of how you've been in previous employment. The reason that we do it is because we just want to make sure that you are absolutely the right person for the job. And we do also have CQC requirements that we need to meet, and those do that for us as well.
So one worry is that if we can't get 4 references for a candidate, that they won't be able to come through. This isn't the case, because we could obviously ask for one from GPs, tutors at colleges, universities, other professionals that would help you then come through this recruitment process. So a DBS can take up to 4 weeks to come through. Sometimes it is slightly quicker, other times it can be longer, dependent on each candidate. Again, if you've had a lot of name changes, you've moved address, country that you've lived in, even the county can affect how long it will take to come through. The reason we have DBSs, even if you've already just had one 2 weeks prior to coming to us, is that we need to make sure that it's live and straight from the DBS office. This is to make sure that we're putting clients at danger at any point, and to make sure there's nothing on a record that a vulnerable person would be in danger with. You can also, once you've got your DBS through, go on to the update service, which I think you pay £13 a year to be on, and that's just rolling, so you wouldn't have to have that time lapse with your DBS again. With the update service, if you were registered to it, you would just need to give us your number and we could go onto the system ourselves and get the report straight away.
So the reason that we would need business insurance is because you'd be using your car for work purposes. You'll be using it to get to multiple locations, which is all of your clients' houses. And if you didn't have business insurance, if you were to have an accident, hit something, you then wouldn't be covered. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. And we also do take clients out to doctor's appointments, hairdressing appointments, things like that. So if you're going to have your client in the car, then you would also need business insurance because of that as well. For the travel time, we don't pay the hourly rate for your travel time, but we do pay mileage. So we would be paying 30p per mile after the first 10 miles of the day. We class those as your kind of to and from a regular office job. But anything after that would be that 30p. And then if you do anything for a client while you're in a call, so take them to a doctor's appointment or a shop, it does then go up to 50p per mile.
Ensuring our clients' dignity and independence is at the heart of our service, and to ensure that we're able to do this, you will need to be prepared to provide personal care.
Obviously, this is something that could happen in a companionship call, right down to a personal care call. We would hate to leave any client that had had an accident in an undignified situation.
I know it can be really, really scary, especially if you've never done it before. It's very, very new. We do go over it with you in the training. If it's something you're not sure about, we'll make sure that you are really, really comfortable in how you would go about doing this. And we also do put a really, really big emphasis on maintaining the client's dignity and keeping them comfortable throughout the process as well.
So if a caregiver or client didn't gel with each other, then the senior team would work with both parties, and we would not expect the caregiver or the client to have to stay matched with each other. And we would obviously work with the caregiver to see whether it was a training need or whether it was just a personality clash. And then we would work with you to try and get a client that you matched well with. So with every client, we look at their likes, dislikes, hobbies, interests, and I will look at my caregiver team to see who would match well with them. We also have caregivers do a profile for their experiences, their skills, and we give those to the clients as well to read to see which caregivers they feel would match them right as well. Unfortunately, no matter how much we try to match and we think that the match will work, sometimes it doesn't work. And therefore we'd be more than happy to support anybody that this doesn't work for.
A career in community care can be fantastically rewarding. Hopefully we've answered many of your questions in this video. However, if there are any more, please do not hesitate to contact us. We're here to support you at every step in the recruitment process,